So people, the PGA zone. Now guys, if you've got 45 degrees in your trail wrist here, and you've got 45 degrees here, what do you have at impact? Speed and compression. So people, can you slow your hands down to hit the ball further? Is it actually possible to slow your hands down, pick up your club head speed? Let's have a look at the snap release. A couple of checkpoints here for you guys. Everybody to increase their speed, but not only that, this effortless style of swing and creating more sharpening. Everyone wants an effortless style of swing. In fact, there's nothing really better than hitting a pure shot with not a lot of effort. And it doesn't come from your hips, it doesn't come from your shoulders, it doesn't come from your legs, it comes from your hands and your wrists. Amateurs versus effortless swings from the top players. Fascinating area. And we're going to have a look at a little bit of data in this video, a few facts here, some evidence-based material. And we're going to talk about a little bit of a different way here to release this club head through the golf ball and just create like really good compression like that shot there and a freer style of swing. And when you can take your time a little bit in your golf swing and move down smoothly and still hit the ball a long way, it really is a fantastic feeling. Do this for me. Get your trail wrist, get your right wrist, do it right now. Break it back on itself until you see all these creases in the back of your right wrist. This is where we want to get to. Now the left wrist, I want you to bend your left wrist until it's also at 45 degrees. We got this type of shape. Now when we got 45 degrees here and we got 45 degrees here, we've not only got speed at impact, but we've also starting to develop shaft lean. We can let this go and move up into one of the major checkpoints in the swing. People, we have to understand what the hands and the wrists are really doing. This lead wrist moving in this extended position, this trail wrist creating flex, not only getting the extension here, and this is what's helping us really pick up the speed now. So people see the wrist crease here, right? Watch this as he moves down. See how he keeps that crease. See the creases in the skin. This is one of the keys. Look at that. This is one of the keys to an awesome downswing. It controls the club face. It controls the path. It controls the plane. It's also a speed accumulator. Now, to be technical without being mechanical, that angle, that average on tour is between 45 and 50 degrees. What are your numbers, right? Now, through the golf ball, it's doing the opposite. See how the right wrist moves into a flex position and the left wrist into an extended position. Now, that is a drill really in itself. Just by doing practice swings and getting this part of the swing right. Guys, one of the secrets really is the right wrist. And believe it or not, the body will actually follow these positions so much that what your hands and wrists do is just so important. It also controls your body. The creases of the trail wrist here, guys. Let's get further into the video as we explore the right wrist, the trail wrist, and one of the secrets to the golf swing. My hands are only moving this far and the club head's moving that far. What that means is if I'm getting to this position here and then I release it effectively, and my hands have only moved this far, but the club heads move so much, we've got tremendous speed. And this is what we're seeing with some of the real great swingers out there. We see Els, Couples, Fleetwood, Oosthuizen, McIlroy, these type of swings that they seem so effortless, but the hands and the wrists are doing a few things in the background that we don't realize. Let's have a quick look at that now as we explore some of the hand and wrist movements, and then we're going to come back and look at some fantastic drills and feels to help everyone improve their balance, coordination, and their all-round golf swings. So guys, this is what has a lot of amateurs baffled. See the picture on the right side of the screen? In fact, a lot of instructors as well. We've got the shaft and the lead arm in one line, the flat lead wrist. Well, this is the same player. Look what he does after impact. Look how this lead wrist moves into a cupped position and the right wrist into a flex position. Look at the fluidity of motion. So he's releasing on what we call past the ball. Right now, to be able to build up, store up, and create these angles, you've got to be able to get rid of that really quickly. You've got to release it past the ball. Of course, you still have your shaft lane. But people, this is what frees up your swing. This is what Fred Couples says, releasing it past the ball. This is what gives you a chance. This is what has amateur golfers absolutely fooled. The quality of your release will determine the effectiveness of your downswing.
But when I say release, I don't hold on this way. Otherwise, you're going to hit it a mile to the right. So if you can learn to clear your hips a little bit and let the club go down the line and release it towards the ball, not back here where you're doing this. So there's a point where I think about once I make contact, then I feel like I'm releasing the club. So it'll be what I call past the ball. So once again for me, I get the club back, and once I come down here, I'm clearing, and my point of release is actually at the ball, not back here. You're holding your angle. Once I get here, I go at it with pretty much, it doesn't look like it, but I go at it with everything I have.
So people, effortless power, effortless speed, and fluidity of motion. Have a look at the creases of the lead hand there from Fred Couples through the golf ball. Guys, this is a new beginning for so many people out there. A more efficient and effective way to swing the golf club, speed and compression. Guys, we know what the rest are doing, right? We've got the data, we've got the facts, you've got to follow the good stuff, and this is what the great players are doing. This is all part of the new series on WorldClassGolf.com called The Move of Millions. Now, we've got a couple of major checkpoints. Let's go through these now in the next couple of clips. One awesome drill at the end. The major checkpoints to get your swings in a new place and a new beginning. So guys, great drill here to free up your golf swings. Great checkpoint. 99.9% of golfers not getting this one right, and I mean that. So there's just a massive chance you're doing this in your own swing. You have to learn to free up these golf swings, free up your release to pick up that effortless power, get your shaft lean, reverse engineering. Let's have a look as we move through the golf ball. Have a look where that grip's pointed up. Now, here's the drill. This is what we're gonna do. Tee up 3 golf balls. Move back, through, get a feeling. See that grip pointed up. Amateur golfers, every one of you guys are around this position here. So people, the major checkpoint through the golf ball, and as easy as this might look, 99% of you won't get this right the first time, unfortunately. Getting the end of the grip to point to the target before the hands get behind the head. Amateur golfers just can't get this right with the wooden style release, getting their bodies in an awkward position, not creating effortless speed, not creating effortless power, and unable to build up those angles in the downswing. Let's have a look at an awesome way you can feel this. Check this before I show you the best drill, what I believe to be the best drill of all time later in the video. Meaning that the club's almost swinging you, and you've got to learn to get this club head to travel faster. And this is one of the major checkpoints, really overlooked, probably seems too basic, too easy for a lot of people out there. Let's have a look into the end position, grip pointed up, swing back, swing through. Now we're just going to pick them off. You can tee them up quite high like I have here, and just make it nice and smooth, then move through the golf ball. Now you can see where my wrists are, the end of my grip's pointed. Now that club or the hands are not behind the head. It's pointed up. Swing back, swing through. Get that feeling. Take it nice and smooth as you move back, and it's just picking those off. Now those golf balls are moving, they're going an absolute mile, but the swing is actually quite easy, but there's a lot of club head speed. This is, people, a great checkpoint. Keep it nice and soft in your hands and your wrists, and just pick those balls off the tee and get that grip to point up. This is reverse engineering. This is called front end therapy. Here you're hitting positions and movements, running into positions you wouldn't normally hit, and this is a great way to help program feel your hands and your wrists to create an effortless, fluid style of swing. Get stuck in it, you will see huge gains in a really short period of time. So hi guys, if you liked the video, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people. Thank you. So guys, right, got a great drill here for you to pick up your body awareness and to get inside the PGA corridor. Right? The corridor where great players are with your wrist movement, your wrist work through the golf ball. That's going to help you pick up your angles, your speed, and get that fluid motion, that effortless power that you're after. And we're going to use a little bit of technique. I feel like Iron Man here with this thing on. Great device, but we can be technical without being mechanical, and we can create feel through mechanics. So let's have a look at this. I've been fortunate enough to teach so many tour pros and collect data and test and film from different angles. Great to do that, to see what these great ball strikers are doing. What we're going to be looking at here is an area through the golf ball of right wrist flexion here. And this is an area, what I do with hack motion for me personally, after everything I've learned, I set it on a -20 to -40 degrees. That might sound a little bit technical, but people, when you're moving through the ball here, this is the place where these great players are. Now, what we're going to do is hit some balls. I'm going to show you how to do this with or without hack motion. So, because everyone out there surely deserves to have a chance to work on this and improve your hand and wrist motion, getting inside those averages where those great players are. Life's too short to play crappy golf, guys. Well, now this is what I want. You see that move there? See how I've got my hands? Now, Adam Scott here next to me on the right of the screen here, you can see the same position. Now, what we're going to do, so that you understand, we're going to build it up. It's like a whip, right? We're going to build this thing up, bring in some big angles, and let this thing go, right? So this is how we get the speed and the shafting. And your body's going to follow some of these positions, just a half swing. Let's have a look. I know that everyone's not using a hack motion. I love to do the drill with hack motion, but not everyone's going to buy it. I understand that. So let's have a look how you can use it without hack motion. Now, through the golf ball, have a look at this position here. Right wrist flex, lead wrist here. You're still seeing a lot of this arm, okay? Now, last week we spoke about shifting and lifting. Shifting and lifting, this really complements it, this trail wrist here. So once you've collected or gathered or created a feel, I want you then to come back and just free it up. Keep it really soft, right? It's not going to be a big swing here, and then move through the golf ball and then stop. And you can see my wrist position there, right? You can see I hit that really, really nice. It had a lot of angle, a lot of compression, and it had a lot of speed. Once again, create this position, move through the golf ball. I really want your wrists here to touch a little bit at the end of your swing. Build up your angles. You're going to release this club head past the ball. Like Fred Couple says, past the ball. Get that feel, come back, and then give it a hit. Once again, really helping you pick up your speed, pick up your angles here. And you can just see how fast that club head really whips through the golf ball. Guys, great drill to pick up your feel, your angles, and improve your all-round ball striking. So guys, there's a lot of technique in the internet, and one of my friends said the other day, he works in the States, and he was talking about that there's so many people out there that don't know really much about technique. And I'm doing online lessons with people all around the world, and I'm really surprised how people grip and how they, unfortunately, they don't understand what the grip's doing, and why when we're looking at Max Homa, Tommy Fleetwood, Oosthuizen, McIlroy, Couples, these really fluid style of swingers, these guys with effortless power, why they have a 3-knuckle grip, 1, 2, 3. When you're looking down, you've got 4 knuckles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you turn your hand in and you take your address position and look down, when you can see the 3rd knuckle, what it does is it really helps pick up the play and movement out of this wrist. So it's a speed accumulator. You're going to pick up your speed, right? The other thing is when you have a weak grip, you only see 1 knuckle, you have to really roll it over and you don't have a lot of wrist hinge. Now, if you're really young and super fast, and you might be able to get away with that, but it's really hard to do. So we're seeing more and more of the modern style players using a 3-knuckle style grip, and this way you can release it a little bit more underneath, and the club face can sort of move through a little bit more this way. It doesn't have to roll over, which makes the tricep and the shoulder. Let's have a quick look here at a couple of the grips here, because you need to have a look at evidence-based instruction. Just because something's comfortable doesn't mean it's correct. Like if you played for a long time and they're like, oh, it's really comfortable. Yeah, but maybe you're not playing as good as you can play. It only takes a really short period of time changing the grip just slightly, and when you do, you're going to pick up your speed, your power, your lag, your shaft lean, and your release is going to free up. It's just such a much easier way to play golf. So guys, the modern style grip, the easier way to grip, the easier way to play, this is why they're doing it, these great players. 3-knuckle grip, turning this left hand in, more speed, more power, really working off a different hinge here, guys. And I'm recommending all of you to get in there and give this a try. Now, to change it, just sit on the couch at night and slightly adjust your grip. Subtle improvements, subtle adjustments at the start. If you're someone that slices the ball, turn the left hand in a little bit further. It's just these basic things sometimes. It's just helping so many people play better golf, guys. If you want me to coach you, jump on to WorldClassGolf.com. Really helping just so many people out there play better golf.
Voted Best Swing Analysis and Best Online Instruction by several independent surveys. World Class Golf Instruction is transforming thousands of golfers at every skill level. Do not miss out. This video platform has over 1,400 videos and 85 separate masterclass series. the most structured and detailed video platform ever created, improving golfers on average between 4 and 11 shots. Join the chat room and join the community of world-class golf instruction. This is golf instruction that you've never seen before. The proven PGA corridors, factual evidence-based material. Unleash your true potential with the cutting-edge swing analysis technology. Experience the thrill of progress with the state-of-the-art practice programs and specialized golf fitness plans. Best information available.